Hello everyone, my name is Michael Meyer-Olbersleben and I want to show you in the next 10 minutes a little bit about my work in energy efficient buildings, especially the airtightness, why it's necessary and how can that be realized. Meanwhile, I can draw on experiences of 26 travels to Asia. I have supervised several building sites for passive houses in several parts of China, in the colder northern part as well as in the warmer southern climate. In 2012 I've been in Fushan, which is very close to Hong Kong, and I visited Hong Kong as well. In a cold climate you need a big heating to heat up your house and you need a lot of energy to keep it warm. Nevertheless, the temperature swing is still big. But if you put a bit insulation around your building, you need only a smart heating and you save a lot of energy on pollution. The temperature swing is much better, but you still need a heating. If you now bring a thicker insulation around your house, you don't need a heater. You don't need oil or gas for the heater. You don't have any pollution, and the comfort is good because there's nearly no temperature swing. These buildings are called passive houses. Down in the south, in the warmer climate, it's nearly the same, but instead of heating, you need cooling. If you have no insulation around your house, so you need a bigger cooling system. And you need a lot of energy to keep it cool. However, the temperature swing is still big. If you put a bit insulation around your building, you need only a small cooling system and you save a bit energy and the temperature swing is also better. And if you bring a thicker insulation around your house, you only need a very small cooler. So your energy demand is low and the temperature swing is low too. Let's have a look what happens in those different buildings in warm areas. The temperature swing is good. Insulated houses much better than in uninsulated houses. So is the energy demand and the comfort and of course the necessity of an airtight envelope. Let's have a closer look what happens to an untight building like this or a tight building like that one. If you have a very untight building, you need much more energy to heat or cool this building. And the same as you need more energy for the ventilation system or the cooling system. And if it's very noisy outside, you'll have the noise inside an untight building, and it's quite, if it's good, tightened. And even if there is a pollution in the outside, you will smell it in the inside, and mold has no chance in tight buildings. In Germany, it's forced by law. And for passive houses, it's also forced to have a very tight building. But what are the problems with the airtightness? What have we found on the site? Wet surfaces, no sticker will stick there, undefined layers, damages to sealed parts, sliced membranes, to stick some cable through. This last picture is a building site from Germany. So now we have seen the problems. What else is untight? Stick with an unusable tape. Stick membrane with folds like shown here. Or on a brick wall, the plaster in the airtight layer. Any sealing with silicone is untight and no long time stand. Oh yes, and never say foam and tightness in the same sentence. So the architect is planning the insulation layer. He can draw it with a thick pencil in one big stripe around the building. And it's the same with the airtight layer. This needs to be planned too. If these parts of the building are not planned by the architect, the worker can do like they want. And the building get only incidentally tight. So you have to plan the tightness. But the workers have no experiences in tightness. What can you do? In several building sites, we build small showcases to show the worker what and how they can do. We were in site for supervising. We were also controlling the material here, the windows. And in the end, we did the airtightness tests with local technicians. In Germany, we have skilled testers of the airtightness. We don't have these in Hong Kong. These testers can prove that they know what they are doing. And I would like to help you to start such a qualifying system in Hong Kong as well. Passive houses need to be airtight. People from Europe already know that. But in Asia, only a few have already heard about this. And this leads to different ideas by the measuring of the airtightness. For example, in Germany, we are measuring the whole building with all joints, fittings and connections. Once around. In China, a joint measuring of a bigger building. The technicians are just measuring 3 of 10 flats in the whole building, and they only have looked for tightness on the windows. They didn't have a closer look to the open joints of the connection for the air conditioner, and so there they lost a lot of energy. In Hong Kong, people build also some small houses, but the most buildings are high-rise buildings with 10 and 20 or 30 floors. So to measure those high-rise buildings, the measuring of the airtightness isn't easy, and a lot of mistakes can be done. So we were focused on this, and I can show you some little tricks to prevent these problems. And what is necessary to do measurings in the high-rise building in a way that these measurings can be reproduced. If you have high-rise buildings and you want to measure the whole building in accordance to the norm, you'll need more than only one blower for that. Maybe 2, 3, 5, or however, everything is possible. As you can see, I have enough experiences to help you. By holding speeches and discussions around that theme, as well as theoretical and practical workshops. I can help you to find the distributor, and I can help you to install a calibration center in Hong Kong for the measuring system. So this is all for now, but let me know when I can help you or if you have any questions. Thank you for your attention and stay healthy.